Welcome to Crypto Tech Viewers. Every day we are reviewing Bitcoin price in multiple time frames and in multiple trading systems and making an educated price prediction for the next day after analyzing global markets data and Bitcoin options open interest data. Let us begin the video for today. So yesterday we gave a price range of 29,000 to 31,000, and we also told that it may trade around the same level when we were closing the video yesterday. In fact, it is trading around the same level when we were recording the video yesterday. So that prediction worked well, but the price range, it went below 29,000, went up to 28,654. Right. So but we expected the Bitcoin to trade around the same level, and that's exactly played out. Okay. But even though it breached on the downside support level, it's able to come back. So if we could review the Bitcoin price along with the Nasdaq and S&P 500, this is what we are finding. Don't get intimidated by this looks of this particular chart. The chart is very easy. So this is a day chart for all three of them. So I have placed a Fibonacci retracement right for the whole week of the previous week. So Fibonacci, previous week's high is here, low is here, right? So the idea is to understand how the price movement of Bitcoin is happening with respect to the last week, and the same idea will be applied to S&P 500 and Nasdaq as well, right? And using this we can derive a very useful information. That's why I'm doing this. So uh, you know Bitcoin for this week, it went up to 61.8 retracement level. Now it's it took a support of around 23.6 level, and then moving little and trying to consolidate around here. And there was also one more support here that happened in last week itself, 14th May itself. There was one more support. It took a support from here, and again it took a support from here. Yeah, so this is holding at the moment 28,534. So the 23.6% retracement level is holding well for Bitcoin so far. All right, see the case of Nasdaq. It almost recovered the whole loss made in the last week. See here, right? But yesterday's price action, it opened here and the whole day it was selling actually. But again, it also took a 23.6% in a support level, right? No, not support level. It did not took it, but the day got closed now when it was trading around here, right? So if we could review the same for the S&P 500, so it was also almost recovered all the losses made in the last week. But this sell off along with Nasdaq is brutal actually. So now when today's price action happened, it's trading below this 23.6% retracement level. And if by any chance if it breaches this zeroth level, that's mean the previous week's low, then the fall may eventually become severe as well. There is a chance, and that sentiment may bring down the Bitcoin as well, but that all requires more data to be. If we could review the Bitcoin other technical pictures, so this is the Camarilla pivot point. Yesterday I draw this trend line, explained that if this particular support line is broken, then the fall may be far severe, and that is also played out, right? So it's trading around S3 level at the moment, right? If we could review this anchored VWAP, this is one of my favorite indicators. I have been repeatedly telling. So this is a previous swing high and this is a previous swing low, and VWAP is placed based on that, right? So I have been telling repeatedly that this particular VWAP is offering a support multiple times. In fact, it was offering, right? The moment it is broken, now it becomes a resistance actually. So now it requires a lot more effort to break above this one. And any further upside is possible only if it is take about this VWAP along with this particular candle, right? So this particular candle become a leader candle now actually. So it's not a bigger leader like this, but it's a pretty decent leader actually. But long candle with a little above average volume. Yeah, at least if the longer volume, even more higher volume will I know support this hypothesis stronger. But this is nevertheless so far in the last few candles compared to the right, this is a leader candle for now, right? So this leader candle has to be taken out for the upside rally. Otherwise, market may face again resistance around this PUP level, right? And if the global markets are getting sold off, it may get sold off as well. But 28,000 is the two standard deviation of this particular PUP, right? So it can take a strong support at 28,000. View the Bitcoin Fibonacci series EMA ribbon. So this Fibonacci series EMA ribbon starting from 8 goes up to 233. So at the moment it's trading below all these EMAs. right? So we saw that there is a divergence formed, and apart from along with the divergence, the market was able to hold the 12th May last week's fall so far actually, because of this divergence happened here, right? So not just only because of that, and there are a lot more factors, but obviously technically this divergence is holding really stronger so far, right? So if it is below trading, the more it trades below all these EMAs, the more it is not good for the bulls. So it may face a sell-off, if the global market's getting sell-off. If we could review the Bitcoin weekly chart, we have been telling that the support band has been offered a lot of support, but in the previous week it slightly breached the support band, but at the moment trading within the support band itself actually. So it can get support at any given moment in time. That is also a factor actually. That's what we come to know from this particular chart. Right? If we could review the Bitcoin options open interest data for 20th May, what we can probably conclude from here is that the put call ratio is 1.4, right? So for every 1.5, every one call, 1.5 put has been written actually. So that means that the market participants are more bearish in the market than bullish. So what we can conclude from here is that 28,000 may be a strong support. That's what we can conclude from this data as well, because that's what we saw in the VWAP also, right? So 30,000 will be a psychological resistance now actually, even though the lot of put has been written here. The market participants think that 30,000 wouldn't have breached on 20th May for this week. So 20th May is a weekly expiry for many of the options, so since they thought that it won't breach, but Bitcoin is almost trading 1,000 points below that particular level. So that means that the trader, it may not go back up to this level, but the only conclusion we can make from here using this data is that 28,000 will be a support, and then 30,000 will be a psychological resistance, and 31,000 will be a strong resistance, right? That's all for the video today. Thanks all for watching. See you all in the video tomorrow.